Hey everybody, it's Dave, Midwest Dave's Gold Prospecting. Heading over to Indiana. Vicki and I just got back from our trip to California, where unfortunately we had to evacuate from our gold claim because of the McKinney fires. So we didn't even get a chance to do any prospecting really. So I talked to my buddy Chuck Lassiter, and he's been pulling in a lot of gold the past couple weeks. Unbelievable amounts for the Midwest, and I want to get a little of that gold myself. So here shortly we'll be getting in the water, and hopefully it won't rain too much, but the skies aren't looking good. I just come from Bloomington and it was raining hard, so I assume sometime later today, maybe tomorrow morning, it'll be raining real hard here. So let's go get some of that gold over in the River of Gold. Chuck Lassiter, Midwest prospector, out here today.
My private reserve.
It's Chuck's private reserve. Chuck, how much gold you pulled out of this little spot this year?
I'd hate to speculate, Dave.
He'd hate to speculate, but it's more than I pulled out of my claim in California the last 2 years.
87,000 new IRS agents. I think I'll pass.
Can't blame you there. But anyway, Chuck's been busting up some bedrock out here, slab cracking. And I'm going to do the same over here in a brand new spot. I've only been out here once this year. I got me a whole ½ gram in that last video, which was terrible. But today we expect to exceed that. That's the hopes anyway. So let's do some slab cracking.
Crack some slabs.
All right, I punched a hole down a couple feet over here, and it's all overburden. I haven't hit bedrock yet, so at least I'm going to check to see if that overburden has any gold at all. Otherwise, I'm going to try to find a spot that has less overburden. There's Chuck right there. I just went out about 15 feet here. Like I said, punched a hole down about 2 feet. And see the pyrite that's coming out of there. If there's some gold in that overburden, I'll stick to it. But let me get some of this junk out of here and I'll put it in my pan. Well, I got most of this pan down. Gonna take a little look here, swirl it around, and see if this overburden's really worth messing with, because it takes a while to get through 3 foot overburden, and I'm sure that's about what it is to get to the bedrock. Yeah, there's gold in there, and I just don't think that's worth going through 3 foot of overburden. If I can get a spot closer to the bedrock, I'm going to start working that. So I'm going to start looking for a little better spot. And then we'll do another 15-minute cleanup, see what happens. Go look and see how Chucky's doing over here.
I sucked a few off with my snubber bottle.
Yeah. If I can make it over there without stepping in one of these holes.
Check this out. I found the perfect weight. Slip that in the wetsuit.
Yeah.
See, that's not only does it hold me down, but it proves that men can get pregnant.
That's right, they can.
4 or 5 I sucked.
What do you got there?
Not bad.
Looks like you got one bigger piece in there.
They're not real thick though.
Oh yeah. My finger bite.
Yeah, I just got
that piece there. Is pretty.
Those 2 there. I just got this last cleanup.
Okay.
Or, I haven't cleaned up. I just sucked them off of the carpet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You pretty much working the same stuff like I'm talking about though, where the bedrock drops about 2 foot, and then there's like a pile of, there's almost like a white layer of rocks first, and then you can have some big colored red ones underneath it.
I was working that, and then I followed it up where the bedrock ramps up, and I'm kind of working the surface of the bedrock for pockets now. I found one little pocket. That's probably where this came from.
All right.
But I haven't found a real good pocket.
Yeah, I got out of that like decomposed where it was like maybe 2 foot thick of almost like a hard sandy, I don't know, kind of like pyrite material.
Right.
But I don't think it's all fluff.
That little pyrite nougat.
Oh.
It's pretty. It's pretty, Dave. I'm gonna get back to, I'll tell you what, it's a lot warmer with this wetsuit on, even in the rain.
That's right. Yeah, we're out here in the rain. Everybody else is at home drinking hot chocolate right now. We're out here finding gold.
Real men go out in the rain, Dave.
That's right. Let's go see what I got in mine.
Rocks all day.
Watch out for them birds. They'll come down and bite your throat.
What?
Them birds, them swallowers. Them swallowers will bite your throat. Oh yeah, they're mean. They're cousins of bats. There's one right there coming right at me. Jeez, gotta watch them long fang birds. Okay, I'm gonna get in here and see what's in here. Chuck didn't do a cleanup yet. All he did is pick his big old gold off the top. It must be nice to be able to pick big pieces of gold right off the top. Me, I gotta dig and scrape everything, just find little pieces of gold. Well, let's throw all this stuff in a pan. See what's in there. Looks like a little piece of copper right there. No. Alright, let's do a little swirl and see what happens. Oh, there's some gold, yes. There's a nugget. There's a nugget. Nice. Nice nugget right there. There's another decent piece. There's some smaller ones, but man, that's a nice piece right there. Woo-wee. Look at that. It's a little thin, but boy, that's a nice big piece. I'm gonna show this to Chuck. Yeah, not bad. There's a nice third piece there, and all the smalls. So must be doing something right. I think I'm gonna stick in this area. Might be some real big ones in here. Okay, I took what I cleaned up on the first tank of fuel. So essentially, let's just say $4 worth of gas. And this is what I've got. And let me just put my finger by this gold so you get a perspective of how big it is, etc. So it's a pretty good amount of gold for $4 worth of fuel, especially when you consider we're in the Midwest in Indiana. And Chuck found a I think it was 1.29 gram piece the other day, which is huge for here. He has found them over 4 grams before. But I'd sure like to get one of those today, and we're going to keep working on that, and I'm going to get back at it here soon. The day turned out to be pretty nice. It was raining pretty heavily before, but we've been at it here a couple hours, and things are looking up. So hang with us. Let's see what we can find. Well, it finally got deep enough where I had to put my air on. I've got about a 2.5 foot drop off on the bedrock. The bedrock angles from where you can see these rocks right here all the way up to Chuck on an angle is where the bedrock steps off. And then there's about a, I don't know, maybe about 1.5 to 2 foot deep pocket of pyrite. It's almost like a little cave all along the edge of it. So there's all kinds of pyrite and smashed up pyrite, bedrock that's eroded away, and then there's a whole bunch of big rocks and small gravel. And working the way through that, it's like hard pan, and hopefully it's full of gold. I'm gonna do my first cleanup right now after working that spot. And if there's any gold, it all came out of those pockets. I'd like to show everybody what that pocket looks like. The water is a little bit murky. I might take the camera down there in a little bit and maybe put it about 3-4 inches away from the edge. You might be able to see it. We'll see if we can do that. I'm gonna have to use a screwdriver to get that out. No nuggets. I just want a 2 gram nugget for the day. I'm not greedy. Me too. I see a little bit of gold already. That's a good sign. Oh. I'm gonna do a swirl, see what it looks like. Well, I saw a little bit. Let's see what it looks like when I swirl it down. Oh yeah. Seeing some nice pieces, Chuck. Not revealing them all the way yet. Keeping them hidden yet. I said they're still hidden by all the pyrite chunks, but I can see them peeking through. Oh yeah. A couple nice little chunky pieces. Take that one and that one for sure. Nice. Not too bad for about a half tank. Proves that it's in there anyway. I think I'll stay right in this spot. That one's pretty chunky. Oh yeah, this one is. There's Chucky. Come over, take my gold. How'd you do? Huh? How'd you do?
Not very good.
I just worked a spot where the bedrock dropped about 2 foot, all pyrite, and it went about another 2 foot out, and then it dropped again another 2 foot or so, and it's more pyrite on the bottom. So we've got a lot of gold catchers here. If them holes were there when the gold came through at the glaciers, there should be some real old gold down them holes, and hopefully we'll find it. I gotta do my final cleanup of the day and see how that looks. Bring it up there for a swirl in just a second as I get it down a little more. All right, let's do a swirl. See how this looks. I'm on now. Yeah, there's a nice flake up there. Other than that, we got a few pieces, but not quite the amount I thought I'd have with all them holes I worked on the bedrock. Well, there's the gold from the third tank. Got a little bit of glare, hope you can see that. I'm going to clean the bottom of the dredge here shortly, and I'll show you what that looks like too. It's getting a little late. We need to get packed up and get out of here. Time to get something to eat. Getting ready for our second day of dredging. Hopefully we do a little better today. Sleeping wasn't the best with all the rain, and I had an owl, I don't know, probably 20 foot over my tent, just screeching all night. So we'll get out there and we'll tear up that bedrock and see what we can find. Let's go. Saw something cool here in the water. I don't know how many people have seen this, but I saw this path on the bottom here, and here it is. It's a clam walking his way through here. I haven't seen too many of those, but I thought you guys would like to see that. There he is. Sweet little Helgermite. See if you grab my glove. You gonna get my glove?
Yeah, Davey found the infamous Helgermite.
Helgermite. It's King Helgermite.
Ow, he tried to bite me.
Hey, he's playing dead. Playing possum.
We won't harass
usually
him too much.
Usually they'll grab a hold of your glove. This guy ain't.
He's heading back in the water.
All right, be good. We love nature.
Yes.
Get in there, boy. Get in there, here, Gramite. So I'm going to start out the day today working in a spot that we've worked before, but it's kind of scattered in here since we don't have a plot to show where exactly we were. So this spot has given up decent gold, but a lot of it typically. So you can pull a couple grams pretty quick in here if you hit a spot. So today that's what I'm going to try to do. It's a little clearer. We had some rain, but the water doesn't look too bad. I might be able to get down and shoot some video underwater in this spot. It's pretty shallow, so let's get going and doing that. Son, just working this spot. It's been worked before, but there's a lot of pieces that haven't been broke out. It's like a puzzle in here of bedrock, and all I'm doing is getting between the pieces of bedrock, trying to break them out. And if I can't break them out, at least get all the material out from between them. The sun's shining pretty good. It's pretty clear, so take the camera down there and get a little footage of this. Show you what I'm doing. Yeah, I think I about ran through a tank of gas here. I'm getting about 15 foot away or so from the dredge, and I'm getting into a spot where the bedrock is breaking off. The bedrock's breaking off in chunks that are like 2 foot long, about 1 foot wide, and usually there's about a 3-inch gap between every piece of bedrock, so the gold has fallen in there. How long ago it fell in there, we don't know, but we'll see what this cleanup looks like. It should be pretty good. I just hope it just keeps having spots for me to clean up like that. Let's take a look at it. I took the top of my mat and pulled the material down just a little bit. Let's see what it looks like here. If I can do this one-handed. The spot that we're working is probably about the size of a football field, and it's all loaded with this puzzle work of bedrock. And we've worked it for a few years, but the problem is we don't have a map showing where we've worked, so you go back and you're hitting spots you know you've hit before, but then there's little pieces that open up and you can bust the bedrock a little better than you maybe did last time and get a little more out of it. So somebody's target practicing. Got the 44 mags out today, I guess. There's a nice piece in the lower left-hand corner there. I think I should have a pretty good cleanup. 1 tank of gas and quite a bit of bedrock broke, so swirl it around here, see what it looks like. Yeah, there's gold up in there, all that lead, but you can see the gold coming through it. That's a pretty good pan. And I got flashes of some bigger pieces when I was taking it down. There's a real nice flake there. But yeah, not too bad. A little bit of gold everywhere in this pan. A little more volume than yesterday, so I'll try to stay on that all day today and see if we can come out here with a couple grams. See that? That's a big flake there. So let me take that down a little more and I'll show you what that looks like. There we go. That's 1 tank of gas in Indiana. Not bad for sucking up about half the material I was working was someone's tailings. So I'm in a spot now where it's not someone's tailings, and hopefully can do a little bit better. I've been working this real shallow water right here. You can see the bottom really well, but there's kind of a crevicey spot. Comes ripping right through here. So you can see I've been cleaning all that up. A lot of it's been hit, but they left some bedrock that hadn't been broke out, so I've been breaking that out. So I'm going to do a real quick cleanup. We've only been in here probably about 20 minutes, but we'll see what this spot here's holding. It's only about 1 foot deep, and the crevice is only probably about a 6-inch crevice depth-wise. But I want to show you another spot over here. Since you can see the bottom, which isn't very often here because the water's usually about 3 foot deeper. You can see I got a spot right here where it's bedrock, all flat bedrock through here, as you can see, all over solid bedrock. But then there's a collection of rocks on the bedrock, so I take a screwdriver, poke it in here, and it's going down. That tells me that there's almost like a little crevice coming through here, or a pocket. Looks like from over that way all the way through to about right here. And I'm going to suck that out next, but first I'm going to clean out my dredge so I know what's coming from what spot. And that'll probably only take about 15 minutes to clean that spot out. We'll see how good we did there. Meanwhile, I'm just going to do a little cleanup. So I just cleaned that up a little bit. Do a swirl, show you what we got here. Again, this was only 15 minutes. It's a decent piece on the left. Big hunk of copper, the upper left there. And a bunch of lead. And there's the gold. That's about 15 minutes of dredging. So not too bad. Keep getting them 15-minute results like that. It all adds up after a while. I'll suck that up in the bottle. Then, like I said, we're going to head over here and clean up that spot I was talking about. Well, I removed all that material out of that hole. We're going to do a little cleanup here and see if there's anything at all. A couple specks, flake, you never know. It's 6 foot long and about, I don't know, 8 to 10 inches deep. And it's all cleaned out, so let's see if we got any gold. That piece riding high right there. Alright, let's just swirl it around and see what we got. Keep in mind this is 5 minutes. 5 minutes dredge time and once, oh my gosh. This is stupid. It's too good. Wait till Chucky sees this one. Wait till Chuck sees this one, he ain't gonna believe it for 5 minutes. Unbelievable. There's a few more spots like this, I'm gonna hit them. That is unreal. Let me take that down, show it all together. Alright, I took that down so you could see it. That is 5 minutes of work in a spot that I don't even know why I did it. It was kind of a joke, but it turned out be pretty good. I'm gonna go over to that spot and see if it goes off just a little more of that hole. I think I got it all cleaned up, but I'm gonna at least work that area because that apparently is in the pay streak right there. This is a big pay streak, but if you get in the middle of it, it's really good. So that, I don't know, somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 gram, I think, in about 5 minutes. So if I can do that for the rest of the day, I'll be sitting pretty good. All right, let's go do it. Heading over towards Chuck because that's the way the water's flowing through here towards that spot we were at. And I stuck that screwdriver in the water up there about 50 feet from us because I hit a spot where there was rock collecting down into the bedrock. It wasn't just flat bedrock, it was another divot in the bedrock like we just hit. So on the way walking back to the dredge from there, I found another spot. I just sucked it out real quick. Again, maximum 10 minutes. Didn't get as much, but I got one really nice piece here. There it is right there. And as you can see, you can hear it. It's a clanker. Not too bad, but again, 5 to 10 minutes, and I got that piece and a few others. And I'm gonna head up to where I got that screwdriver in the ground up there, and I'm gonna dredge that out, and we'll see how that goes. See you up there. Well, I just ran a full tank of gas out here, going through crevices and stuff that a lot of it had been cleaned out, but they left stuff behind. So I had to crack a little more bedrock to really clean it out good. They left some clay on the bottom that may have had some gold in it. So I've got my gold down pretty good here. And I think we can do a little spin of the pan here, see if we got some gold in it. Then after this, I'll have to clean up the whole bottom of the dredge. Some decent pieces there. Looks like a piece of wire gold almost. A lot of lead. Yeah, a little bit of gold in there. Not as much as I thought there'd be for the amount of time I spent on that. God, that's about what I got in that one spot in 5 minutes. Anyway, I'll put this in my bottle, snuffer it up, and I have to clean the rest of the dredge up. It might be a little up at the, or down at the bottom. If I'd find something big, I'll show that. Otherwise, I'll see you at home when I am weighing all this gold up. All right, see you later. All right, guys, I'm back home. I'm about ready to weigh up that gold. Just want to talk about where we were prospecting this weekend. Of course, it's a body of water, and I really don't want to disclose the exact location, but it's been paying out for a few years for us, and my friend Chuck Lassiter, he's really been doing well. I'll just say that. I'll let his videos speak to that as soon as he gets them out on the web. Yeah, he found a spot where there's a lot of pyrite, almost like pyrite caves, where you'd see a drop off, maybe about a 2-foot drop off in the bedrock, and then it would go down about 2 feet, 3 feet beyond that, and then maybe another little drop off. And down underneath, inside them little pyrite caves, the gold was still in there, probably from thousands and thousands of years ago. And we jumped through a few spots like that and did okay. Not as good as he did the last couple weeks, but we did all right, so I decided to go to another spot that I did real well on before, and we had already been through it, and I pulled up some pretty decent gold in those spots, including a decent flake. I'll be weighing that up here shortly, and we'll take a look at that gold, so stay with us. So here's the gold I found this weekend, and when I started looking at it, it looked kind of strange, like I was missing the biggest piece. And sure enough, I went back in the house, and here's my funnel, and as you can see, the gold got stuck in the funnel. Wasn't too happy not seeing that gold when I went looking for it, but here's the big piece I found right there. Alright, there is all the gold we found. I finally got that big piece found now, and can put it in there. That's the biggest piece. We did pretty well for 2 days. The last half hour I was there, Chuck, I think, found probably about twice this amount. And he did really well, and hopefully he'll have his videos out soon. You can see what that looks like. But let's get away on this and see how much we've got. Alright, got this thing zeroed in, and let's see what this big piece weighs. Well, wait a minute, I gotta put the tray on first. Zero that out again. Alright, so here's that big piece. That's almost 2.8, or excuse me, wish it was 2.8. Looks like it's 0.28 grams. And let's put the rest of this gold on there. About had a mishap and dropped all this on the patio here. I'm on the patio, not up on a table or anything. I'm just straight on the bricks, so make it a little easier on myself in case I drop it. And it looks like we got almost 0.21 grams of gold here. Not too shabby. .1 grams in approximately 2 days, and I know Chuck's been doing a little better since we went out, so hopefully this weekend when we go out again we'll do even better than this time. And please stay tuned for that. I want to say thanks for watching, and if you have any comments or any questions, just drop me a line below this video. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe and click notifications so you get more of my videos. Take care.